Hey guys, it's Freya. Welcome to another video on my channel. Today we are going to be talking about resale tickets for Yoongi's tour. This is the first video on my Everything You Need to Know series. So everything you need to know for Suga Agust tour. I will be making a number of videos, including how to survive GA, what to wear, what to bring, and then everything you need to know for every specific venue. So stay tuned for those. But my first in the series is resale videos, as this was a very highly requested thing. I also have gotten a lot of DMs on Twitter and Instagram, and a lot of people have asked me individual questions. This happened for both PTD shows and Hobie Palooza, and I don't know why it didn't click in my brain that it was gonna happen again. That especially when it was Vegas time, my DMs were so flooded that my Instagram was broken for like over 6 months. Like my notifications and my DMs were just so messed up for a while. And as much as I love to answer everybody and I want to help everybody, sometimes I just can't because of the overwhelming number. So I will try to answer as many questions as possible on my Instagram stories, and I will also continue on with these videos. If there's more things that you guys want to know and I see a lot of people talking about in the comments, I'll try to explain it. Whenever my DMs work and have a chance, and I have a chance to, then I will definitely answer people one by one, but I can't always do that. So I just want everybody to bear with me. And if I don't answer your DM, it's not because I'm not trying to help. It's because genuinely my DMs break sometimes when BTS does anything in America, ever since I started making videos like this, and which is crazy because I don't have that many followers. I swear, like I don't have that many people on the internet watching me. In like YouTube space, I'm very small, but like I don't think my platform can handle it. I don't know why, but anyways, so I want to help as a whole since I can't always help individually. So if you have any further questions, put it down below. I'll pin new information all the time on these types of videos, my Everything You Need to Know videos. Every time there's updates, I pin new comments, and I also answer people in the comments. I think YouTube comments are just the easiest way to do it. And also, if you would like to participate in my like videos and there's like questions that you have, I always post before I make these videos. On Instagram, I post, hey guys, I'm making this video soon. Put in questions that you guys want me to mention in the video. I actually have it here on my iPad for, I put one for this video. So we'll go through that a little bit too. And then, but I think I mentioned most things on here. So after that rant, thank you for listening. Let's get started. So everything is sold out. Why I put that in quotation marks is because there was definitely still platinum seating available. But Ticketmaster says every single show is sold out. Holding tickets is not uncommon for every show, not just Yoongi, not just K-pop, like literally every show. They usually hold a certain amount of tickets that either goes to the artist and who they want to invite, and or goes to like Ticketmaster family and friends, or will be released closer to the date at random times for the fans to buy up later on. That is a very common thing that happens. So I do think they're holding on to certain tickets. If they decide to release it, will it be platinum? Probably. So just so everybody's aware that that may happen. If they decide to release any on day of, that might be face value. But if they decide to release any beforehand, it will probably be platinum pricing. I personally don't buy platinum pricing, so whenever I need a ticket to a show that's sold out, I do purchase resale, and we'll explain how I do that later on. But because every single ticket that, besides the ones that are like the very small amount that they held on to, honestly they probably held on to less than like 50, but the very small amount that they held on to per show, they canceled verified fan sale and they canceled the general sale. So all of the tickets went out during the Army membership pre-sale, and then now they didn't have any other sales. Today would have been the general sale, and it is not happening. Obviously, it didn't happen. It would have been a few hours ago, and it didn't happen. So all the tickets are sold out. If you are trying to get tickets to a Yoongi show, there is resale options. They said that you shouldn't, they are saying that they're not allowing resale, but I'll explain what they mean in a little bit. If you are trying to buy tickets, there is a transfer option on Ticketmaster. If you buy a ticket from anyone, whether it's your best friend or a stranger, you have to make sure that you know how to transfer a ticket. So that's the first thing we're going to talk about, is transferring a ticket. There's a button on the Ticketmaster that if you go onto that ticket, whoever has that ticket in their account, if you have the app or if you open it online, there is a transfer ticket button. You have to enter the person's name and either their email or their phone number, and it will send that person a link to accept those tickets. You do have to accept it. If, say, you buy from somebody online and then they send you the ticket, but you don't go into that email or that text message and claim the ticket, then they still have the option to cancel the transfer. So it is not in your Ticketmaster account until you accept the ticket. And you have to get the ticket into your Ticketmaster account, because Ticketmaster does not accept screenshots, or not Ticketmaster, I guess the venues don't accept screenshots. They don't accept, you can put things in your Apple Wallet, but you can't transfer Apple Wallet tickets now. That's like a brand new thing. You used to be able to send tickets on Apple Wallet, but they actually stopped allowing you to do that. But you literally just can't anymore. It's not like a thing anymore. So, yeah, make sure you know how to transfer a ticket, and that's how you get your ticket whenever you buy from someone. No matter what platform you buy on, it has to be transferred through Ticketmaster. And then for VIP tickets, it gets a little more complicated because you do have to check in for sound check and for whatever their merch pack and the lanyards will be. So the ID, if you don't transfer the ticket, if you bought the ticket and then it's in the account, it's in your account already, if you already have it in your account, then whoever the payment holder is, you need their ID. So say I use my Ticketmaster account and it's already in my account, so I don't have to transfer it anywhere, but I use my sister's credit card, I need my sister's ID. If you transfer the account, like if you transfer the ticket, then you need not only the payment holder ID, you need the account holder ID. So whoever owns that account that it was transferred to, you need that ID. Now, there's conflicting information about whether or not you need an alternate pickup person. People have messaged Ticketmaster, sorry, I had to collect my thoughts, but people have emailed Ticketmaster, and Ticketmaster has said both, that you need to and you don't need to for this Yoongi tour. But I read the fine print. I opened up Ticketmaster and I read the fine print because I do have soundcheck tickets. And it says you're supposed to set an alternate pickup within 10 days of sale. So it's already been 2 days. There's 8 days left from when this video will go up. And the email address is vip.tickets@ticketmaster.com. I'll put that in the description. And you're supposed to include your order number, which you can find under the ticket details if you open it up on your account. And then you also say who the person that's going to be picking up, first and last name, matches their ID. It has to match an ID. So that is something that I did personally. Did Ticketmaster answer me when I had the people that transferred tickets to me send those? Not yet, but I just went with the fine print. There was just very conflicting details, and so I decided to just go with what it says on Ticketmaster. If it ends up not being needed, then that's fine, but I decided to do it. I think that's smart too. Now, if you're trying to find a resale ticket, resale on Ticketmaster is unavailable. There's no resales for any of these shows. If you have a Yoongi ticket and you open Ticketmaster, then you can see that the sell button next to the transfer button is grayed out because in order to prevent scalpers, they decided that they weren't gonna release resale for these tickets, which I guess is a good and bad thing, because then Ticketmaster can't release on their own platform crazy amounts like money for tickets, like, because we all know Ticketmaster is their own scalper. I made a whole video on the issues with Ticketmaster a while ago, but you can't list it on Ticketmaster, which I think is a good thing, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to be listed on other sites. There are resale sites like StubHub, Vivid Seats, SeatGeek. I think those are the most popular that have Yoongi tickets available and are being sold. A lot of people are afraid of getting scammed on like those websites, and I genuinely think these three specifically. I don't know like all the other ones. There's tons and tons of them, but these three specifically I have used before. I've never used them for BTS because I've never bought like from a resale website for BTS, but I've used them for other things that usually isn't price gouged like this, and they guarantee the ticket. If you have any issues, they'll replace or refund you. So I do like the guaranteed aspect of it. I do like that they'll, kind of back the ticket. If the ticket doesn't exist, then they charge the seller and you get your money back. So I think that's perfectly fine. The only issue with these 4 shows that are this high in demand is that the ticket prices are actually insane. I saw somebody post a screenshot of a SeatGeek like VIP ticket for Yoongi that was like $79,000 with fees that are $19,000, which is like insane. Nobody's gonna buy that, but you also have to watch for fees. It's a lot of fees and a lot of just the price is usually higher than buying from someone, because there's fees within like StubHub, Vivid Seats, SeatGeek that they charge the seller. There's fees that they charge you because they want to keep the website making money, and it's just usually more expensive on these sites. But again, they do give you a sense of guarantee. The people that are selling on these sites, so whatever your email is for that website is going to be the email that they send the Ticketmaster ticket to. And you still have to accept it. They're still transferring it through Ticketmaster, and then you accept it through your email, and it goes into your Ticketmaster account. So no matter what site you buy it on, you will get the tickets on Ticketmaster. And once it's already in your account, then you know it's real. And VIP ticket transfer is really hard for these. If you're buying a GA ticket, you may or may not be able to get VIP. Sometimes if they're a little looser, it ends up being the venue. If they're a little looser with it, because it's in your account, you may be able to get away. Like if you go to the box office and explain that you re-bought these tickets and you want to do the VIP benefits, they might let you do it. Some venues are super strict and they're like, no, it says that if you don't have the payment holder ID, you can't do it. So it literally depends. I've had both happen to me, so it literally depends. And if you buy from this, you have zero contact with the seller, so you will not be able to set an alternate pickup or have like the payment holder ID if they're comfortable giving you the ID. So you won't be able to do that. If you're just getting a regular seat though, they're perfectly fine. They're guaranteed by these websites. You'll get your money back if it's not real, or they'll actually replace your ticket on the day of the show. So, and their customer service, StubHub and SeatGeek are pretty good. Customer service wise, I had a refund with Vivid Seats before. I've never really had issues, to be honest. I've only had issues on StubHub and Vivid Seats one time each in like the decades I've been to concerts. And Vivid Seats just took a long time to give you your money back. It was like pending for a very long time. But I still got my money back. I was like, fine. If you don't want to do those sites and you want to buy fan to fan, it does get a little more tricky. A lot of people use Facebook, but I usually use Twitter just because I'm not really on Facebook. But so Twitter or Facebook or online, people like use Reddit and stuff. Personally, my personal experience has always been on Twitter. So what I do is that I vet the account. That's the first thing I do. When somebody says I have tickets to like selling whatever tickets and you want it, I usually click on the account and I can automatically tell if it's real. Number one, when was it made? Twitter says when the account is made. If it was made a month ago and the tickets went on sale a month ago, no. And then if I usually see how many followers they have. Not that you're fake if you have 10 followers. Some people do, that's fine. But a lot of the times, these brand new accounts with like 6 followers are not real. They're just not. And then I usually see if they actually tweet. A way that people try to bypass this to make their account look real is that they will retweet old stuff. So like say that they're selling a Yoongi ticket and they'll go to BTS Twitter and they'll retweet stuff from like way back when, because you can't know when people retweet. So I base it off actual tweets. There's no way that an account is just retweeting for 12 years. Not that BTS has been around for 12 years, but you know what I mean. Well, technically they've been like, you get what I mean. But if they are retweeting stuff all the way from 2016 and it's just a bunch of retweets, it's usually not real, because usually people use their Twitter account to talk, you know? And so maybe they retweet a lot. Like I personally don't retweet a lot, but like maybe you do, like some people do, but you also speak in between and you can see timestamps of when they spoke and if they ever use their account. If they tweeted only 3 times in the last week, it's usually not a real account. And then if you decide that this account looks good, then you go into the DMs and they're like, hey, it's still available. Would you like to buy it? You're like, oh, can I have some proof? I usually ask for proof. A good way to do it is a screen recording. Start in the messages that you're in. So on their phone, you're in the messages of that like Twitter DM, and then they swipe away, open the Ticketmaster app, show their tickets in there, kind of like move it around so you can see that the ticket is real, and then they'll send that to you. Some people also ask to video call on FaceTime or Instagram while they're doing the exchange. I personally don't do this, but I have heard that it works. And so you can tell that it's like a real person and that they're not scamming you. Another thing that I see all the time is how they speak. How a fan speaks, kind of like, you can kind of tell, especially Stan Twitter, there's just a way that people speak on there. Like nobody's gonna be like, hello, good day there. I have a Suga ticket for Oakland. And you're like, oh, okay. Like nobody says that. They're usually like, hi, like, the ticket's still available, like blah, blah, blah. Like it's not that different, to be honest, but like you can tell when somebody is like on Stan Twitter, you know? I don't know how that works for Facebook or like any other website, but on Twitter, you can kind of tell if they are somebody that's on Twitter. And then I always try to use PayPal goods and services. I know Venmo has one too, but I don't use Venmo, so I don't know if that works. But I know PayPal goods and services, I always try to buy through there. It has been a lot of pushback recently. I don't like to use PayPal goods and services personally, because if you make any sales on PayPal goods and services over $500, then you have to put it in your taxes. And so it does become a problem for people who make a certain amount of money, things like that. So I don't like to use, like, I don't like having to use PayPal goods and services and someone pay me on there because it becomes a tax issue. So I totally get that. But if it's not an issue to the seller, it is such a good thing to use. There's calculators that you have to, that you can look up on the internet. You do have to pay their fee. So say you're buying a ticket for $550. I always look up PayPal goods and services calculator, and then you'll put in how much you're supposed to pay, and then it'll tell you, they're like, send them $595.32, because Ticketmaster is going to take a portion of the money. And it doesn't tell you on the app how much they take. It doesn't tell the seller how much they take or whatever. It literally, whatever amount you send, they just take a portion. So you have to do the math beforehand before you send it through goods and services. And then my main thing is trust your gut. Trust your gut. You know if it's fake. Like, if it doesn't feel right, it's fake usually. I personally have a lot of success buying from other fans. A lot of the times they end up being like someone that I've been mutual with for a long time, or I've actually recently bought from a subscriber. So thank you to you. But like, you can tell people's intentions, you know, how the conversation flows, how if they give you all the proof you asked for, things like that. A lot of times they'll just stop responding. If they are a scammer and you're asking for too much, they'll just stop responding to you. So, and you'll know that they're a scammer. Just trust your gut, use your instincts. But yeah, and if you are selling a ticket for face value, only face value, you can DM it to me. If I see it in my DMs, I will post it for you. I do not guarantee anybody's tickets. So if you're a scammer and you use me, I'm gonna be pissed, first of all. But second of all, I can't guarantee everybody's tickets, but I will if your account has to look real. And if I'll try to help my subscribers. A lot of people ask me to post their tickets. I will try to, but again, my DMs are a little messy right now. So, and if you guys have any further questions, put it down below as well. My biggest advice to anybody buying resale is patience. The tickets came out 2 days ago and people are still putting it out for crazy, crazy prices. You don't have to buy it now. You don't have to buy it now. You can wait a little bit. It's literally fine. I swear to God, it's literally fine. But yeah, so just take your time. Don't rush it. Be patient. The closer to the date, the more options you're gonna have. And if you are on fan like communities, like on Twitter, Instagram, I don't really use like fan Instagram, but like Instagram, Facebook, some people use Facebook, things like that, TikTok. When you get closer to the date, sometimes plans fall through. Someone who's actually a fan is no longer able to go, and that's when a lot of tickets start coming available that are face value or close to it. So be so patient, like just be patient. But yeah, so let me know if this helped you. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know also what my next video should be. So I am on the fence between making a like traveling to / accommodations video, and also and like the other side of it, I also want to make a general admission video, but I think I might do the traveling to first because people are like buying plane tickets and stuff. So I'll make that one first and then my general admission video, I think. So let me know. Like and subscribe. Comment down below if you have any more questions, if you have any suggestions for this series, and anything else. I would like to hear from you. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.